Let's see what the PRETTYCARE W100 empty bin weight is. That's going to include the cyclonic assembly and the inner washable filter. So we're going to start out with an empty bin weight, everything's clean, of 328.59 grams. As a reminder, I'm only going to be cleaning 1,000 square feet with this, so you won't see me going underneath anything to try to standardize the measurements. And I'm going to be forced to run it in its lowest power mode because I'm going to need at least 25 minutes, if not a minute or two more. And I believe with this battery running on low power, I think we ought to be able to make it. So let's get started. If you're wondering about the sound quality, it's not unpleasant, but neither is it very pleasant. And I wouldn't call it loud either, but neither is it soft. So it's really just kind of in the middle. So obviously this power nozzle would easily go under all this furniture. As I mentioned before, I'm going to keep it to 1,000 square feet, and I will let Mrs. Vaclab in a future video use this, and she'll go underneath everything. All while I'm behind the camera and I record. Let's take a look at the carpet lines, or maybe you could even say lack thereof, I suppose. So what I see should be the same thing as what you see, and that is essentially nothing. It's a ton of bristles, and the rug plate is completely open in this W100. So the carpet line pattern is the no carpet line pattern. You literally can't tell anything ran over it. The W100 has a bit of a motor wind-up Very, very soft turn on. On low speed anyway. Lean it up against the wall. Don't fall. I can open the door. Let's head on over to my son's room. Wonder if it'll shut the grate here. Nice and gentle. It's not grabbing on anything. Oh, nope, then it shut it. Okay. We gotta go into the green room next. Now there is no battery indicator on here, well, other than a blue light on the very top of the machine, and it's just been solid this whole time, so I do not know how much charge I have left. I suppose it'll start blinking when we get low, but I don't know that yet. See, it's still solid. Alright, let's take a look. Oh goody, all the dirt now flips over to the other side. How convenient. Let's come around here, and there it is. So there's a nice little blob right in there. And a hair check, oh, there's going to be some, for sure. Alright, that's pretty typical. You can see all my wife's hair in there. It's over 2 feet long. So let's go down to the first floor and finish up. Hi, Ruthie. She's guarding the couch. Okay, last 2 rooms. Handled the transition pretty well. Let's keep going. See how it handles chair dents. It makes a little bit of a difference, not that much. So we're almost done, and I still have no indication that the battery is getting low. It's not blinking or anything like that yet. So I think we're going to make it for this session of the whole house cleaning. Alright, that does it for this session using the PRETTYCARE W100. So now what we need to do is take this downstairs and see how much we managed to pick up. So it seems to be stuck more or less all just on one side. And we still have battery power left, so we need to check that too. Now let's see what the total bin pickup is. The brush roll bristles are very, very soft and gentle. So the agitation level is not very high at all. And I think it's going to show 330.8. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. 0.81 minus 328.59. And we have a raw bin pickup of 2.22 grams. Okay, that's definitely low. The bristle pattern and the type in there is not really designed for the carpet. That is digging into the pile. On top of the pile on the surface, yes, it'll do a fine job, but digging into the pile, it's not really there. So now let's extract and see what we can get out of there. So it's really a single blob. Now I can plainly see that there's some still stuck on this cyclonic shroud, and there's some in here. Normally that does not come out. I mean, people aren't going to necessarily fiddle with it a whole lot. You just would dump this and that'd be the end of it. So we're not actually going to count that, although realize that wouldn't make that much difference. So what we really have is this very small clump of some dog hair. Well, you know, it's mostly dog hair because it's a darker brown. It's not the lighter shade or clear of my other carpet fibers. So it did a good job grabbing dog hair. So let's see what the extracted amount weighs. It's just kind of a clump, and that's it. Okay, about 1.9 grams. There's a little bit of extraneous stuff in there, not much. Added a tiny bit. All right, when that settles out to about 1.93 grams, and you notice that we really don't have any fine dust, and we certainly don't have any sand, but I don't have any sand in my carpet. And we definitely don't have any, say, medium or heavy dust or any other type of particles for the most part. Not that add up to a whole lot. So you know what we got to do now? We got to take a look at how to clean that brush roll, because it needs it. Now let's see how we're going to clean up this brush roll. First of all, we have to get it out of the nozzle itself. So it's just this little slider right here. It's spring-loaded. This pops up. The whole thing easily lifts out. Now let's see. Does this come off? This end cap? Okay, the end cap comes off. That's great, and that's good that it does because there's hair wound around in that bearing. So let's see. I'm going to have to do it the manual way by hand because PRETTYCARE didn't include anything to easily get the hair off. Now, you can use a pair of scissors, or you can even use something like this from another vacuum. That's kind of nice. That kind of pulls that off and also shreds it. That's quick. That's cool. So PRETTYCARE, I know these probably wouldn't cost all that much to just throw one in the box, and that sure is handy. But you can also use a pair of scissors. That'll work just fine as well. Well, that helps. Awful lot of hair. Comes off pretty quick. Got a bunch that's right in here though. Yeah, literally right in that corner. It's being a little stubborn. So I guess you could say about this brush roll, if you have a lot of long hair, it's going to require extra effort to clean this up every time you use it. So maybe it's not for people that have a lot of hair or a lot of long hair. Yeah, there's a pile right there. Not everybody has really long hair, though. And I think that's, hopefully that's about it. It's a nice little clump there. One more. Super, super soft bristles. I mean, really soft. Amazingly soft. Won't hurt anything it touches. Carpets, bare floors, you name it. So if you have very delicate carpets or floors, feel free to use this because it's not going to damage it. Still getting the hair off. Almost done. A little bit more. All right, I think I'll stop there. And then what you do is put the end cap back on, move the blob out of the way, and then fit one end in, fit the other end in, and it just clicks. And that's it. And now you have a clean brush roll once again. I'm going to close this video out by running this W100 to see how much remaining charge we have. So it made it through the whole house cleaning, but it's got something left in it. So here we go. Still on low power. Finally, wow. So the battery here is absolutely incredible. I mean, this right here gets 2 big thumbs up. I mean, that's just, it's a fantastic battery. Wow. All right, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more. Boy, am I dizzy.